at that point where I was having panic attacks, I actually was out of alignment. It's like my thoughts were doing that and my body was trying to like process it. Yoga's been a lifesaver for me. So, hi everyone, my name is Rose. I currently work as a yoga teacher under the name Black Rose Yogini, and I'm a yoga teacher based in Birmingham, and I basically did my yoga teacher training in 2020. Actually right at the beginning in January, I went to India for about a month and then came back and we was in lovely lockdown, and I did a lot of yoga classes online, which really helped my community and me actually throughout lockdown. Really helped with like my mental health, everything that was going on. It just kept me going really. And yeah, basically one of the main reasons why I got into yoga was it was something that I kind of randomly started doing just after work, and I actually found like straight away, like after a week or two of doing it, I felt like everything was like and I was just hooked from that moment, and ended up working in a yoga studio on the front desk, and I'd just meet all these different kinds of people, and I loved that everybody there, they were so different, but they all kind of came together because they all had this sort of common interest of yoga and being kinder to themselves and kinder to other people, and everybody there was just so nice, but not like artificial nice. They were, you could tell they wanted to give and be and share and be part of this community, and I always just loved being in that energy. So yeah, sort of fast forward to 2020, I kind of kept thinking about, oh, would I be a teacher? And I just thought I'd never seen anybody like myself teaching yoga, and I thought, would people take me seriously and those kind of things. And then yeah, eventually decided that I was going to go and basically train, and I decided to go to India, and I just booked it and went like sort of 3 weeks before, so it was sort of a year back and forth, but I eventually did it. I told people like a week before, I was like, by the way, I'm going to India, I'll see you in about 4 weeks. And it's honestly been one of the best decisions of my life. I learned so much about myself during that time, as well as yoga, which obviously I thought I'd learned loads of things about yoga, but it really opened up my mind to myself, my life, everything. It was probably one of the best things I'd ever done. But yeah, I really think yoga is a beautiful thing, and I just wish more people knew how good it was, how much it can really just ground you and make you feel safe and calm and just really at peace with yourself. So yeah, that's kind of a bit or a lot about me and why I do yoga and some of my background. So when I started doing yoga initially, like just attending classes after work, I was like in a place where I was really stressed out in my job, and I just felt very like pulled in every direction, and I couldn't really work out what was going on. Normally what I would do is just kind of work through it and keep going, and I got to a point where I basically had a panic attack at work. And for anyone that's had a panic attack, you actually feel like you don't know what's going on. You think you're having heart failure or something. Like, it just feels really surreal. And kind of after this point, I actually thought, okay, this isn't okay. Luckily, I had someone there that took me outside, gave me some air, and like I started to calm down. But I actually realised that I'm actually out of sync with me. I'm out of sync with my breath, and I realised I need to be doing things to make sure that my head is good and I can continue. So yeah, some of the things with yoga, as soon as I started going, I really found the difference in just generally the breathing. Like sometimes I would go to the classes and physically not feel able to do everything that day, but I would actually leave with, you know, getting all that air into me, actually having that mental time out. And even with the classes that I do now, we kind of start off with breath work at the beginning and just really reiterating how important breathing is and getting the oxygen into you, because the more you breathe, the more is basically life, is what we call it in yoga. So it's prana, which is our life force. And without oxygen, without prana, we're not alive. Essentially, with every breath you take is life. So yeah, I think it's just really important to get the breathing across. And then a lot of time we're all very busy, we're moving around, we're headless chickens, even myself, and I make sure I make the time out to sit, rest, meditate, relax, breathe, restore. And I felt like that was also happening in these sessions where, you know, I was sort of dealing with my mental health, sort of also a shock to myself finding out that I was having panic attacks. So I was actually dealing with anxiety. I'd even have periods of depression, and really just kind of taking time out to just even half an hour just to sit down, breathe, meditate, kind of reconnect with myself. Because, you know, at that point where I was having panic attacks, I actually was out of alignment. It's like my thoughts were doing that and my body was trying to like process it. Yeah, yoga's been a lifesaver for me during that time, during lockdown. When I have my moments where things are not quite going to plan, I just kind of go, you know what to do, Rose. Like, you know, you just need to have those little moments out where you sort of go, okay, this isn't true, these thoughts, these emotions, and it's not letting them run you. It's you going, actually, let me just take a step back. Where am I? Let me ground myself. Let me get in touch with my breathing. I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. And the more you kind of build up that muscle and that sort of flow, you kind of realize, actually, I can get through anything. Like, whatever happens, I'm still here. I still got breath. I've still got life force. I've still got energy. And it's just really remembering that you are in control. And with your breath, you are so powerful, and we all possess this power within us. It's such a small thing that we take for granted, but literally just controlling our breath, controlling our mind, and staying focused, we are so powerful. So yeah, yoga has been so beautiful and so powerful for me. So I can't really recommend it enough, really, but hopefully that's give you a bit more, you know, understanding of how it can help you